You hear me?
There we go.
How are
Okay.
you? I'm so sorry. Technology.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. How
Oh,
are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you jumping on for a couple of minutes. Everybody, this is 2018 NBA 2K #1 draft pick, shooting guard for Mavs Gaming, Dimez. You doing okay today?
Yes, ma'am. I am. How are
Good.
yourself?
I'm well. How's this quarantine stay at home been treating you?
Well, it's not too differently because I'd be here gaming anyway, so it's pretty
Right.
much the same.
Right. You binge watching these shows or anything? Or
Actually, yes. As of now, I'm a huge fan of Blacklist.
mm,
Super amazing show on Netflix. Highly recommend to
yeah,
anybody, especially if you're into like crime and
yeah.
police investigation and those type of shows. It's a very great show.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, I got into the show called Carol's Second Act. So it's pretty good. Pretty good on CBS about this. She's a teacher. She becomes a doctor at 55. So it's like her second act. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
well, we're going to go right into it. Of course, the NBA 2K season, sports is back. It's set to begin on tomorrow. So talk a little bit about your level of excitement and how you're feeling and kind of, we're finally getting some sports. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, ready to finally get back to playing, on a super competitive level. The off season, I'm already not a fan of the off season for us. I want to play all year round. I mean, we game all year round anyway, but to finally get back to season mode and ready, like super locked in, I'm super hyped.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys will see how hyped we are, and I am personally tomorrow.
Most definitely. I know last time I saw you, we were out at the at your facility having a going away party for you guys last year when you were headed to New York for the playoffs. Things didn't work out the way you expected them to. Talk about how that has fueled you all for this season, and then tell me about that something to prove thing you got going.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes, it's kind of self-explanatory. As far as like the something to prove, like, this is the league's third year. We have yet to win anything, so we just feel like we have, really something to prove. Every year we're making a little bit more progress in the right direction. So I feel like we're hitting like the top tier point of right on the cusp of like winning something. So I believe that's where the something to prove come in. We just got to make something happen. As far as like season 1, we didn't make playoffs. Season 2, we made playoffs, lost to Boston in the first round. So I feel like we're making like that progress.
Yeah.
And that's where the slogan "Something to Prove" comes in, and it's time to prove it.
Right. What can fans expect to see when they tune in?
The way I always explain what it is that we do and what the NBA 2K League is, I put it into a traditional sports form. You get everything you get with the traditional NBA. You get all the same excitement. You get all the big plays, all the adrenaline, like everything, all the trash talking, like all the theatrics from the players. Like you get all of that. The same reason myself and the other guys and girls watch the NBA are the same reason you guys would love to watch us and what we do in the NBA 2K League. You get everything the same. Nothing changes. We keep that same energy.
Right.
And it's something amazing to watch, especially in person.
Right. Did you watch the NBA 2K that was on a couple of weeks ago, where all the players were playing?
I think Devin Booker won it. He ended up playing DeAndre in the finals. Yeah, we watched a little bit of it. We were watching it. It's a little different from what they do because they were playing like the quick match.
Right.
And what we do is like the 5v5 with ourselves, so it's like a more of an NBA type feel.
Right.
But it was pretty dope to see. It was definitely dope to see something, that they came up with to broadcast and bring some views in. Right.
Well, I have a couple of more questions, and I'll let you go ahead and go. Do you think that this quarantine, will kind of help, NBA 2K as well as Mavs Gaming kind of get a new fan base? People have been at home watching gaming. Do you think that will help increase the fan base for you guys, bring in some new fans?
I definitely do. I feel like it's going to bring in a lot more eyeballs for sure. It definitely has the opportunity to.
Yeah.
And it's going to bring in new fans, like just people. It's going to be people are looking for something to do, something to watch right now. And I think this is the perfect thing, especially for sports fans. A lot of people, they don't watch it. because they just don't know it exists. Really, like a lot of people don't know it exists.
Right.
And you know, we're going into season 3, and the transition from season 1 to season 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was explaining it, like season 1, you know, they're like, "Oh my God, like I've never heard of that." You know,
Right.
like, what is that?
Right.
I learn more about it. I tell them about it. They're like, "Wow, that sounds cool." Like so many Uber rides, like from just traveling, like, you know, they always say, "Man, that is crazy. Like, how do I watch that?" And then season 2, you know, I tell somebody, you know, because the Uber drivers, they love to talk. So
Yes.
season 2, you know, I'm going into it, and they were like, "Oh, I think I've heard about that before."
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you kind of get like how it's bringing up more traction and gaining more traction and bringing new fans in. And I don't think it's a hard transition to bring in traditional NBA sports fans into this, because literally the same thing. We're just doing it virtually. So we definitely had an opportunity to bring more eyeballs, and I think it will for sure.
All right, I hope so too. I'll definitely be watching. And my son, he's 17-year-old gamer, so he's into it. Tell us how fans can tune in to see Mavs Gaming starting tomorrow, May 5th. Kind of give me a little bit about your schedule and some of the venues that they can watch you all.
Yeah, so we play tomorrow at 8:00 Central.
Mm-hmm.
Play the Hawks opening game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can watch us and the NBA 2K League in general you can watch us at twitch.tv. You know, we stream everything on twitch.tv/MavsGG. Mm-hmm. And that's on all our socials, Instagram, Twitter. And then you can watch the NBA 2K League at twitch.tv/NBA 2K League. And then that's on Twitch and also YouTube, which is youtube.com/NBA 2K League. Okay. And then follow us on our social. You already know.
Okay. Well, I definitely appreciate you jumping on this morning and giving us some information behind the scenes for Mavs Gaming starting tomorrow, May 5th, 8 p.m. Central. I'll make sure to shout out you guys on Twitter and on Instagram and YouTube as well, and make sure that they know where to find you guys. Any last words before I let you go?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Follow me at ThatBoyDimes on all social media. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Snapchat. And I appreciate you for having me. And it's Mavs Gaming year. Trying to bring one to Dallas.
Go Mavs.
Go Mavs. You see it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right.
And that was our first episode of A Few Minutes With. Hope you enjoyed listening to That Boy Dimes on all social media, Shooting Guard, and for Mavs Gaming. Again, they will be playing tomorrow. NBA 2K League begins tomorrow, May 5th. So check all the social media handles and be sure to check those guys out and give them some support. Enjoy your day, and next week I'll be back with another episode of A Few Minutes With. I wonder who the guest will be next week. This is Dorothy J. Gentry on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the social media. Please take a minute to smell the roses. Keep looking up, because that's where it's at.